news and let's talk about it. People are saying, do you sleep, Sino? It's hard, man. It's all this craziness going on around the world. I try to keep my head above water. You got all these incidents happening around the world. The thing in Indianapolis was terrible. I feel for the people, the parents, everybody involved. That was crazy. I mean, real, the situation was crazy. I don't know what they were thinking. I mean, to be under that stress, I'm telling you, boys, mind control. They control these people's minds, man. Get them whooped up on these legal drugs and then turn them loose to the world. And then you got to deal with it. All to push an agenda. So people could be all in against the weapons and guns. It's like it's the guns' fault. It's not the guns' fault. It's mentally insane people with guns. That's the fault. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. Well, it all depends on people. You know, people gotta realize what's going on in the world today. I mean, we covered that already, but the city knew what time it was. You know, that's what I'm saying. The city knew what time it was. They already saw the cam video. But I told y'all what we need to do about that. Oh. As long as they got these guys in the police force, it's going to be hard for you guys to get justice. You guys got to go and apply to be police officers and police your own neighborhoods. The more you keep letting those jobs go to people they want, then there you go. You're going to have all of these people with this type of energy against you out there in the streets, going above the law. So you start marching down to the police academies and exploit the real problems. You got to dig under the dirt to get the worms. Then you start seeing it go all the way through the Justice Department. But the more you start getting brothers in there, the more change can start happening. Oh, the new place is all right. Still coming along. I feel bad when my bed gets here. But you know what it is. One day at a time. Vlad. What Vlad do? Vlad ain't do nothing to nobody. DJ Vlad is not part of the problem. Vlad ain't out here taking the lives of innocent black men. Nope. ARAB exposed ARAB. ARAB was on Instagram posting things that he shouldn't have. They used all that against him. Now Dark Low is facing 20 years. A lot of people out there don't get it, you know. You just hope they get it one day, but a lot of them just don't get it, you know. It is what it is. Just do you the best you can. I'm like, how could some fly in my eye? I'm in the car. Probably was a lash. Yeah, it's demoralizing because you understand that this could be you. This could be your kid. This could be your cousin. This could be your niece. This could be any one of them. Your aunties. Your best friend. You know, and their lives are over, man. That stuff crushes families. Like, that little kid's family is out there grieving. But here's the thing. He's 13 years old. He shouldn't have been outside that late, and he shouldn't have been out there with a gun. That's another part of the story. Why is he out there at that time of night, and he's 13 years old? I'm not saying he should have been shot, but this is why you don't play with police. That's why you ain't run. Why you running from the cops on foot? They telling you to stop and you running. You know, they're not playing with people out here. They're shooting. You see people doing all kind of craziness now with the cops. Again, like I said, I'm not saying the cop is innocent for shooting, because he's not. The person did not have no weapon in his hand. He panicked. He was nervous, and he shot. But that situation should have been neutralized. That Dwayne Rice situation, ridiculous, totally ridiculous. Resigned, she should be in jail. She should have resigned right to the jail cell. You know what I'm saying? If you 13 and out here thugging and you in the streets or doing whatever you doing at 13, you should not be out in the streets at that time of night at 13 years old. Period. So I'm like, Mom, what's up? Why was your son out at that time of night anyway? You know, he's gone and nothing gonna bring him back, but what was he doing outside at 13 years of age? Why is he toting a gun? Well, the friend was there. The friend got charged. His homeboy was there. His homeboy got caught and got charged with the firearm. Running with a gun and tossing it? Thank God we have body cam. You know, before we didn't have body cam. I signed the paperwork. Everybody signed the paperwork to vote to get that for our city, that it could be statewide. Everybody got to have body cam. I remember it was only in like San Diego. And they were the only ones with the body cam. And I'm like, man, if you get this body cam, people are going to be real reluctant to do stupid stuff. And they still doing stupid stuff in their own camera. But, you know what's happening? They're getting out of there. They're getting these cops out of there. Pretty soon we're going to have private security. At this rate, if they keep going, it's crazy times, brother. Crazy times. But my thing is, you gotta help diffuse the situation. Take control of your household. Like 30-year-old son's out at that time at night, running around. That's just, no. That shouldn't happen. So, Mom, I don't know where you was. You probably was working a job or whatever, but I don't know your situation, but that shouldn't be happening. And if he was out there gangbanging, believe me, you knew. That's what I'm saying. Teach your kids. Stop running from the cops. If you run from the cops, they're going to justify shooting you. Don't do it. They're going to say, why did you run? Some people run out of fear. They don't even have nothing on them or nothing. They just run out of just fear. They don't know what to do. If Toledo was white and still be alive, yes and no. The cops didn't do it as a race thing. He did it as a fear thing. He was scared. That's a dangerous situation for a cop. Having a scared cop on the force. They shoot first and they shoot quick rather than surveying the situation. This is why you don't run. When you run, you force him to have to draw his weapon. Well, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have to start getting people organized. That's what I'm saying. Why, if we can organize to do a march, why can't you march down to the police academy? See, the police academy, they keep disqualifying blacks and finding reasons not to get them on the police force. They'll say, oh, well, you're related to a gang member. You might try to do favors for him. Your cousin you got a cousin who's a certified gangbanger somewhere in another state. And, we don't want them to have to do favors for, and all that stuff. It looks bad on you. They got people with family members in jail. White people got family members in jail. That don't affect them. They get it, but that affects you. Then you realize it's a popularity contest. The higher up you get, the worse it gets. Yeah, right now it's 1,000 people finna march down to Lincoln Square. So they finna do that for Adam Toledo today. Scream for justice. Public displays get what? Flowers. The Chicago police gonna have to pay the mother money. Tons of money. Well, many of us are different. No, you have to oppress the structure. See, like I said, you got to dig in the dirt to get to the worms. You can't keep putting a band-aid on the cut. You know, it keeps bleeding through. You got to treat the wound. So in order to do that, you have to go in there and actually solve the problem. The problem is down in the core. So the core of it is bad. So once you start organizing to actually make movements, see, us think we want to delegate. We don't want to be the police. We don't want to be the cops. We don't want to police our own areas. We put them in charge of it. We're delegating them to do it. And then get mad when they don't like you and they beating you upside the head with billy clubs and cuffing you and macing you and shooting you. It's like you put them in charge. You didn't want to be a cop. You don't want people to be cops. So you're allowing them to go hire the triple Ks and bring them on in so they can do what they got to do. They just get them badges. That's one thing I thought that they can never really do to us was to keep us separated as much as they have. They separated us a lot. We are not the same as we used to be. Politicians, that's their job, is to cause confusion. But when have we ever depended on politics to do anything for us? Never. We never. I mean, this before, blacks would never trust politicians or politics, period, to get things done. Politics is nothing but a pile of tricks. That's all it is. Each side is full of it. And all that talk, all the stuff, nothing ever gets done. One little gesture will get done and everybody act like it's a big movement. Everyone act like their tax dollars went to it. It's my tax dollars! Like, dude, you cashed the stimulus check. Stop. No one's touching your tax money. No, they dumbed you down. They dumbed us down so we don't fight, we don't stand for anything. 80s. They couldn't do it to us in the 80s. We were too organized, too together, too intelligent, too smart. Each generation we got dumber. Less education. They've taken music out of schools. They've taken everything that was flourishing for you. Took that out. Snatched all that out the schools. Taught you their way of learning. Reaganomics. Reaganomics sucked. No damn Reaganomics. Stuff was already in play. No, that was the time they were doing the satellite dishes. Satellite dishes were going up. They called the Star Wars project. But this is why we now have internet. We have everything we need now, satellite, radio. We're beaming it right to the satellite out in space. That's how it gets around the globe. And the signal beams back down. That's right. It's got to be sideways. Some of them are. Depends on where they located. Oh, that's society's fault. Society's always coming with nonsense about what you should do, what you should eat, and all that stuff. They get so caught up in the wrong things that they wouldn't fight to get you your reparations or any kind of respect, period. You think it's a hobby or a chore for them to get involved, but yet they want to share your pain and plight. Hmm. Yeah, well, that's what they want to do. And we ain't the minorities no more. The Mexicans then took that over. Because they're coming in as families, they're investing, they're saving their money, they're pooling it together, and they're buying. And they're keeping their families together. We're all broken up all over the place. It's not good. Yeah, Allah, man, I thought you was on that live stream last night. Oh my God. That was funny. Tired as can be. Already gotta make moves. John Havlicek and Jerry Lewis, all from Ohio. Yeah, see. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna holler at y'all a little later. Signal gotta go in here and put it down.